Hello and welcome to the McTaggart Attack Podcast. I'm Kevin McTaggart, and in this episode, I'm going to be talking about how frustrated I am with this pandemic and how it's not letting me do the one thing in life that I love to do, stand-up comedy. I just basically vent about how this pandemic has been pissing me off. And I hope that if you're watching it, or listening to it, wherever the hell you're doing that you find it entertaining or inspirational or something. I hope you find some value. There's the word, there's the phrase. I hope you find some value from me venting about how much this pandemic is frustrating me. So, let's go on with the episode. Let's see. Where should we go with this? Not quite sure. How many times have I done a podcast episode where I had no idea what I was going to do and couldn't figure out what I was going to do and just decided to go ahead and record and see what the fuck happens? This is another one of those episodes, which will probably be documented in the introduction of the episode. I hope I know what the hell I'm trying to say in this, but I'm just really frustrated, and the pandemic sucks. This pandemic sucks. I think we can all agree, whether we're for masks, which I am, or against masks, which I'm not, for vaccines, which I am, against vaccines, which I'm not. The way this whole pandemic has been handled was wrong from the get-go. I mean, I'm going to wear a mask whenever I go out. That I was a bit uncomfortable with it at first, but I've come around to it. Wearing a mask is actually a lot better in cold weather, in the winter, like it is now here in Vermont. But this the pandemic just gets to me sometimes. It really does, and I'm not sure what to do about it. It just tears away your spirit. It tears away my spirit. It just makes me feel so isolated, yet there's people around, and I don't want to be here. I don't. I mean, I want to be living on this planet. I'm not saying that. I don't want to be in my situation. I'm just sick of it. And I just can't wait for this whole stupid pandemic thing to be over. I'm so glad that I got vaccinated a couple weeks ago, and I'm getting my second dose in a couple days, so that's good. And I'm just ready to fucking move on with all of this. It's just so exasperating sometimes, and I'm just at a loss for words with how frustrating this whole thing can be. It's taken a lot of time for me to think about what to do with my life during this pandemic. I've spent a lot of time during this pandemic thinking about what should I do with my life, and I'm like, I have no fucking clue. Still don't have a clue. I had signed up for this course that I was going to take, that I was going to start this week, and I was kind of excited about it, and then once I signed up for it, I just felt this horrible feeling of dread, like, oh my god, what have you done? Like, it was way too much money, honestly, and I feel like the answers to my questions are inside me already. Because one thing this course helps you figure out what your thing is. But the thing is, I know that the thing I love to do most in this world is stand-up comedy. But I can't do that right now. Because we can't be around people right now. Because of this pandemic. And that's frustrating to me. As I imagine it's frustrating to lots of people out there right now. It sucks when you know what you love to do, but you can't fucking do it. And that's just so goddamn irritating. And I can't wait for open mics to be around again. Can't wait for shows to be hosting people actually in person again. I can't wait for that to happen. I have to think that it's going to happen sometime later this year. Like the summer, fall. And that'll be great. That'll be fine. That'll be good. Imagine we'll still have to wear masks and shit, but not while we're on stage, so I'm not too worried about that. Plus, I've been vaccinated, so I'm gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's just so frustrating. The waiting is the hardest part. The waiting is the hardest part. Like that Tom Petty song. Right? That was the Tom Petty song. I'm just frustrated. I'm just exasperated. I signed up for one good course, online course that was great. The Comedy Business School course, which I need to watch again because it's been a couple months since I actually watched all of the classes and stuff done by this guy, Scott Dickers. And that answered a lot of my questions about what to do as a comedian, you know, because it helped me realize that I was an entrepreneur. You know, I struggled with being called an entrepreneur, but that's what a comedian is. And I know that I've wanted to do that all my life. I love making people laugh with my angry style of comedy. Some people don't like it. Fuck them. Who cares? You're not going to please everybody. I don't care if I don't please everybody. If some people are laughing in the room, that's fine with me. I really don't care. Because I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to give a shit if somebody doesn't find it funny. Because some people will, and some people won't, because that's the way it fucking works. I'm sick and tired of worrying about the audience. Oh, what's the audience? What should I do? The audience, are they going to think about this? Are they going to think about that? That's like anxiety. And I hate feeling anxiety. So I just need to like do what I want to do. What I think is funny. And not care how the audience reacts. I mean, if some of them laugh, that's great. If one person chuckles, that's fantastic. If somebody snickers, not like the chocolate part. Well, I guess sort of like the chocolate part. Anyway, if I just have one person guffaw during a set, that would be great. I have been rethinking the way that I want to do my material. I never really liked it towards the start of the pandemic, and I need to take the time to like rewrite my material, but I haven't actually had that time to rewrite my material because I've been looking for answers in places when I already know what the damn answers are. It's just been so damn frustrating as a stand-up comedian in a pandemic when you can't do what you love to do. I imagine there's lots of people out there who can't do what they love to do. Should I try to do other stuff, be funny in different ways? I'm on social media. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at McTaggart Attack. Not Instagram so much. I'm kind of sick of Instagram because it's too complicated. I might start Instagram again, but I'm barely not doing that much on Instagram right now because it's too complicated. I was going to dedicate an entire episode to this, but Instagram is just... Instagram, I feel like you need a degree to excel in Instagram, and I'm like, I don't want to go back to school. It's like I kept thinking about, oh, maybe I could teach a course and make money, but I'm really just cared about the money part. I don't think I want to, like, create a course or a membership or anything like that. I just want to get paid to make people laugh. I just want to get paid to entertain people. I just want people to find me entertaining. That's what I want. I know what I want. Just can't have it right now. And that's frustrating during this virus pandemic. It's sort of like a couple years ago in 2014, 2015 when I got a DUI and I had just started doing comedy before the DUI, and then I got it, and I couldn't drive anywhere because everywhere was so damn far away. And then I was able to do it again, and I came back, and I barely stayed home. And I intend to do the same fucking thing whenever this pandemic is over. Never stay home. Because I just need to. I just need to stop looking for answers on the internet. Stop watching YouTube videos about how to increase your following, because the only way I'm going to increase my following is to just work on my material, and I just need to do that. I need to write more material. I need to write more material that I like, and not necessarily material that other people will like. Like, I have jokes that people love that I'm like, I don't really like doing that one anymore. I don't want to say which one it is. But it's just, I don't know. I'm just ready. I want to be ready with my stand-up comedy when this pandemic is over, so I can jump on stage again and be kind of different than I was before. I'm looking forward to that. But it is frustrating during this pandemic. I'm stuck at home all the time, which is fine, but I'm like, I'm frustrated because I'd rather be doing something else. I'd rather be doing stand-up comedy. I just need to be better at being funnier on social media, so people can, like, find me on social media and find it hilarious. I just need to start being funnier on social media. Right now, especially with Trump for, like, the last 4 years, I've just been angry about him. But everybody's angry about Trump. But now he's not president anymore, so... Will I still talk about politics on stage? Yeah, sure. If I'm angry about it, and I think it'll be funny. I don't know. I just need to work on my material, which I haven't been done, because I've been stuck in this stupid YouTube wormhole this entire time, and I just need to do that. I'm not even sure I want to do this podcast anymore. I kind of do. I do. I guess I do. I don't know. I feel like there are people that enjoy the podcast, so I have to keep doing it. Because it's like I said with stand-up comedy, if at least one person enjoys listening to my podcast or watching my podcast, and that's enough for me. I still like to do it. And I'm going to do it however the hell I want to do it. I'm not going to settle for, that. Like, I hate feeling like... I hate feeling... I'm trying to figure out the best way to say that. I hate when I worry about what do people want me to talk about in my podcast or on stage. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of it with stand-up comedy, and I'm sick of it with my podcast. People can tell me that they like the things I talk about. I talk about a wide variety of things. I do 5 episodes a week. I can't talk about the same type of stuff every fucking episode. A wide variety of topics. One day I'll be motivational. One day I'll be just venting my problems. One day I'll be giving my opinion on something. One day I'll be informing people. I don't know. Why am I talking about this? Because I want to talk about it. But this pandemic has just been so fucking frustrating. It's almost been a year since this pandemic started. And I just needed to vent about it because this pandemic is just crimping my style. This pandemic is just so frustrating. And I want it to be over. And I can't wait for it to be over. I can't wait for it to be over. And I feel like it's going to be over in the next couple months. And we can all go back to our lives again. Or whatever lives they've transformed into. So, there. And this was one of those episodes where I had to vent about something until I felt better. And I do kind of feel better. So, it worked. Thank you so much for watching and or listening to the episode today. I really appreciate it. Please be sure to let me know what you thought. And that's the bottom line. If you smell what the McTaggart Attack Podcast is cooking.